Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If anyone does not know my name is Dwaj and I have started this YouTube channel or playlist or videos for economic students all over the world, and I know that the 0455 or the IGCSE October November 2020 papers are nearing. So I have the best opportunity to revise this with you guys because I myself is going to give the IGCSEs 2021 in Feb March. So yeah, let's get started with the second chapter, factors of production. So I have already posted the first chapter, so I just need to revise the second chapter with you guys. So yeah, what is factors of production? So factors of production is the economic resources used to produce a good, which are land, labor, and capital and enterprise. So I'm just going to use one example throughout the video, that is agriculture. So yeah, let's get started and get in detail with land. So land is a gift of nature which covers any natural resources which is used for production. So anything above or below the earth's surface is land. Even air is land. Even the water bodies are land, which are used for fishing and whale watching. Land is occupationally mobile but not geographically mobile. So occupationally mobile means that you can switch from one occupation to another. Like you can graze animals, but then you can also switch to growing crops on that same land, but not geographically mobile. Geographically mobile, you can shift or you can move that factor of production from one place to another. So which means that you cannot shift land from one place to another, which is basically impossible for any human being. It is limited in supply. It mean so basically earth, the whole earth is land. Anything above and below is land, so we cannot increase or decrease the quantity of land available to us. Land can be improved by adding fertilizers to improve fertility in case of agriculture, purity of water, river water for healthy aquatic animals, for fishing. Less pollution will give more yield, water pollution will give more fishes in the river. Less soil pollution will give us more yield of crops. Yeah. So let's move on to the next factor of production, which is labor. So all human efforts, mental and physical, involved in producing a good. Mental is basically all that mathematics and accounts used for making something or like helping in producing a good, that is mental. And physical is basically like wrapping a bar of soap or moving a product from here to there for production. For production is really important. Human capital and labor are the same. They are usually confused with each other, or they think that it is different from each other, but no, they are same. And a worker requires education, experience, and training. So if you improve on that 3 points, then you can actually improve the quality of the labor or the productivity of the labor. So mobility. Are labor mobile? So labor with numerous skills are more occupationally mobile. So what do you mean by more occupationally mobile with numerous skills? So you can have, for example, I can be an economist, a business person, or a YouTuber, and my business is not going well, so I can easily switch to being a economist, being a businessman, so for some other product or some other company, or being a YouTuber. I can choose to be any three of this. But if I am a business person and I don't have any other skills, then it will be difficult for me to move from one occupation to another, making me occupationally immobile. Labors can be geographically mobile, but numerous reasons might restrict them. So the reasons are family ties. Family might not allow the person to move from one place to another, or the person might have to look after some of their loved ones. Lack of information. A person might not know about some other job opportunity outside his country or the area, so he or she might not move from that place. Um, then restriction on movement of workers. So there are workers visa which are used uh, because they want to work abroad or outside their country. So there are workers visa, and unfortunately they are limited in supply, so it is um, really tough or really hard to um, go abroad and work, so this will make them geographically immobile. Difference in education system in different areas. So in different areas, like if you move from one place to another and that other place is more has more educational system which is improved, then they will likely move over there because they are pursuing further studies. But if they have good education system in their own area or place, then they might not move from that area. So what are the factors that can increase the quantity of labor? Number of workers available and number of working hours. And I know that face is looking creepy. So number of workers available. So number of workers available. If there is a huge population in a country, there would be more labor, and if there is less population in a country, there would be less population labor available. Age structure of a population: more young people, then less labor available due to high school leaving age. So basically students might will be students or yeah, students might be leaving the school or their colleges really late, then they won't get much of their life to work, or not much of labor would be working in that country. So the age structure really matters. The retirement age, high retirement age, like from retirement age shifts from 64 to 70, then there would be more labor working in the country, and there is more potential. School leaving age, low school leaving age, more labor. If a person starts working from 16 years of age, but now the government has shifted it to 14 years of age that you can work, then there would be more labor in the country that would be working. Attitudes to working women. There are countries which do not allow women to work, so there are less labor in that country. But if a country or an area or a place is like, oh yeah, it's cool that women are working, we are all fine with that, and blah blah blah, then there are more workers in that country or the area. Numbers of working hours. So, do they work full time or part time? Full time, there would be less labors, and part time, there would be more labor because they need more leisure time. Duration of overtime: less overtime, more labor, more overtime, less labor. Because people want more leisure time, or they might have more important work or some other important work to do. Length of holidays taken by workers, amount of time lost through illness and festivals and important days. Same reason: more leisure time, more holidays, more workers, less holidays, less workers. Length of the average working days. So a person might work for 8 hours or 12 hours. Um, Now I ask you the question: would you work for 8 hours and have the same wage as working for 12 hours? I'm pretty sure you guys choose to work for 8 hours because you will get 4 hours more for uh, doing recreations and other hobbies or activities. So yeah, let's move to next factor of production, which is capital. So any man-made good or human-made good used to produce other goods and services like machinery. Capital good, it is same as capital which is used by producers. Consumer goods, goods and services purchased by household for their satisfaction. So basically, capital goods, the goods used by producers for production, consumer goods used by the consumer for their satisfaction and their use. So let's see, is capital mobile or not? So mobility. So capital can be geographically mobile depending on the size. For example, a part of the long part of a crane. So is it possible for you to move that long part of crane from one place to another, because it's so big that it is nearly impossible or it is really costly to move that one part of the crane. But if it is a product or a capital like printer, you can easily move it from one place to other because it is small in size. So it depends on the size. Capital can be occupationally mobile. So capital like crane, you can use it in two ways. You can use it in lifting concrete slabs, or you can use it for lifting waste cars and in a dump yard. So it can be occupationally mobile. Quantity can be increased by more investment by the producer. More investment, more capital quantity. Less investment, less capital quantity. This formula of net investment is really important. This can be asked as a question with figures and numerics. So gross investment minus depreciation. Gross investment is the total investment including the losses, and depreciation is all the losses. So this will give you net investment. Quality, so advance technology and machinery, then increase in production and increase in quality of the production or the product. So these two bullet points are for the product, but then advanced technology and machinery. If you have advanced technology and machinery, this will make the quality, if like more better, or like better, it will make it better and more efficient, and it can help in production quantity and quality. Next we have our factor of production, enterprise. So what is enterprise? Enterprise is the risk bearing and key decision making in a business, or with more official terms, we can say that an enterprise is the willingness, or yeah, enterprise is the willingness and the ability to bear uncertain risk and to make decision in the business. Entrepreneur are the people who bear the risk and make the key decisions in their businesses. Enterprise can be occupationally and geographically mobile. Occupationally, you can switch from making, um, you can switch your company from making medical instruments to something else like doors or any other furniture. um, it can be geographically mobile. You can shift the company from one place to another easily, but it is costly and it takes time for the enterprise to develop in the other area. Quantity of the enterprise, government aids will encourage entrepreneurs in the economy. If the government gives aids like subsidizes or gives subsidies to the entrepreneur, they are encouraged to build more and firms and enterprises and expand and spread. Quality of enterprise or the entrepreneur can be increased when they receive a better education and gain of more experience. If they have these two, the quality of them will increase with the enterprise they are running. So let's move on to the next topic, which is payment of factor of production. So payments are made for the use of factor of production. Firm pays wages to services of the workers for bearing uncertain risk and organizing the other factors of production. Entrepreneurs earn profits, land receives rent, and interest is a payment for the capital. So I have more questions for you so that you can know like how what kind of questions do we get on this topic. So MCQs, which factor of production's function is to make decision and take risk? We just discussed it. It is enterprise. We will check our answers next. Country produces 3,530 new capital goods in a week. 300 of these replace worn out capital goods. What is the net investment made? Option A 300, option B 3,530, option C 3,230, option D is 3,830. So we will use the formula of net investment, gross investment minus depreciation, which is 3,530 minus 300. This will give us 3,230. So the answer would be C. Which of the following is an example of factor of production? Capital. The fact money a farmer has borrowed to buy livestock. This would be not be mostly for the production, but this will be for something else, but not production. Or this will be they are talking about the money borrowed. So we won't really include borrowing in production. Money a farmer has saved in the bank. So the money the farmer has saved can be earned from somewhere else too, or they might have it already at home. So it is not used in production. So we will not include that also. A farmer worker, a human, he is using his efforts or physical and mental efforts, so he is a labor. But we are talking about capital. A tractor is a machinery, kind of machinery, so we can choose a tractor as an option for capital. So capital will be a tractor, option number D. Yes, I guess we got the answers correct. So structured questions. One, definition of entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is the person who bears all the risk and makes the key decision in a firm. Identify two non-human factors of production. So enterprise is made by a human. Capital is made by a human. Labor means people or human. So they are made by God naturally. So labor is one of them, and then land is also nature made by God. So land and labor are the two non-human factors of production. Explain two causes of increase in a quantity of labor. So increasing a quantity of labor would be, one is the number of workers available. You can expand, you have to expand on that by saying the size of the population matters, or the um, age structure of the population, or the retirement age, school leaving age, or the attitude towards the woman. Out of five, any one you need to develop on that point. And the second point would be basically the number of working hours, and you need to give points on that too. Next, we have analyzed why the mobility of labor may increase over time. So, what are the types of mobility we have? We have geographically mobile and occupationally mobile. So, geographically mobile, we need to explain why they might be more mobile geographically. So, one can be allowance from the family to move, or gain of more knowledge about other job opportunities, or we can say um, many points we have that we discussed, so we can take any point from that. And occupationally mobile, I explained with an example about those three things that are like, if you have many occupations, or you're skilled in many occupations, then you can be more mobile. So we need to explain all of those. So this also explains them, but if you want to just read it through, you can read it. Pause the video if you want to. So yeah, I guess we are at the end of the video, and I'll meet you with the next video really soon. Oh wait. Oh, it says something. It says subscribe and like. Guys, please subscribe and like. I have put so much of hard work behind this PPT video, whatever I have done till now, and it takes hours to make a video. Yeah, please subscribe and like and share it with your other friends who learn economics, and friends, family. Okay, bye.